can't do this. Hey, I'm Zachariah. I stole the last parts.
Holy! So you're the guy? Damn it! I heard how you managed to do it with security all over the place. Damn, well done. Need more guys like you around here. Not pussies. Men with real fucking balls. Work for us, and I could get you a nice cut of the pie.
Not interested. And honestly, I only wanted to see if I had the right guy.
You fucking with me? Fuck, what, Anton sends you? Dude, let me tell you, if he did, fuck him. He's too damn far to do this shit here. Alright, look, let me tell you. Alright, what we got going on's pretty damn lucrative here. Make a hell of a lot more serum with us than him, you hear me?
I'm not working for Anton. And honestly, the way you run a business, I'd be an idiot to work for you. How many times are you gonna hit the same place? Who do you think you're gonna sell your parts to after everyone abandons the city when there's no water or power anymore because of you? Not only am I shutting you down, but just to make sure you've learned the lesson well enough, I'm gonna dance a little. Hey there. I was told to come find you.
Looking to smuggle merchandise to Ophir? You've come to the right place. Hope Dandolo explained the risks.
Not really, but I know Ophir well enough. You probably just didn't want to worry me.
You may think you know the city well, pal, but you've never tried to go through it with contraband. You find yourself caught by customs agents or guards, and they ain't gonna slap your wrist. Good luck!
I know you're wondering about the origins of the contraband. Listen, Dandolo isn't the kind of person who will willingly lose clients. It doesn't really matter what's in here. There isn't enough to put the people of Ophir in any real danger.
I figured that might be the case, but I'm getting the impression that I'm acting as a delivery boy.
Maybe you could learn something from all this. Nothing's ever as it seems when Dandolo is involved.
traced it back. Many people stood behind the looter, who isn't even active anymore. The Vori themselves were behind it. Don't worry, they won't steal anymore.
Thank you. We're gonna launch a big campaign of repairs. Thank you again.
Hey, the match is back.
Oh, you're the girls who went missing.
Not everybody.
And you're hiding now?
You work for those...
All right then, but I'll...
Hey, the match is back. Hey, the
Maybe if you were a little more discreet, Dandolo would never even know you were here. Now he does, though, and he's pissed. And so am I. You come here and bring your dirty little work. You even killed a man, didn't you?
Fuck off. Who the hell do you think you are? Certainly not my boss. I was told to set up shop here with my men, so I did. What, you think we came to learn pottery or something? And in case you forgot, you got a job to do for me. We had a few dead here. Want to be the do-gooder? You better take care of these guys.
Maybe I wasn't clear enough. You're in real trouble here. I know you fear Anton, but Dandolo can be even worse than your boss when he wants to be.
Yeah, I know. He's the only guy dangerous enough for Anton to even pay attention to. Fine, we'll move on. But this ain't even close to being over. Anton Rogan could type to ever back down from a fight. He might regroup, but when he does, shit hits the fan.
I better go talk to Anton. Otherwise, he won't stop sending men until we cave, and he wins. Oh, you're the girls who went missing.
Not everybody. Those scumbags...
And you're hiding now? You know that those assholes, as you like to call them, want you to resume work.
Listen, we heard how you kicked the Vori out of here, and to tell you the truth, it makes us very happy. Finally, someone ballsy enough to get rid of those leeches. We just couldn't keep living our lives like that, knowing each day we were selling our bodies, our dignity, to fatten those pigs. So we took back our freedom the only way we could. By force. We bled out the two pigs watching us. But now we're obliged to hide.
You didn't pull any punches. Your pimps were not only dead, but they were also in pretty bad shape.
Yeah, we were angry. And we also wanted to cover our tracks. We wanted people to believe that it was a crazy man who had done it, so that their boss believed that we were dead too. It almost worked. You know, that guy is really a top-notch scumbag. And the crook that sent you? He threatened us, beat us, raped us. It was torture to work for him. And if he learns that we're alive, he'll kill us. Or make us wish that. We don't want to live with that threat hanging over our heads. We've already done most of the legwork. Take out that asshole. Please. It's the only way for us to truly be free.
All right, I'll take care of it. But I hope that Anton never learns that you are behind all this. He'd probably come get you himself if he hears that this guy's dead because of you.
No worries. I'm sure that the fat one didn't tell the big boss that we had disappeared for fear of getting his knuckles wrapped. There's no reason why Anton would be aware of our existence. Thank you for helping us. I'll never forget it.
You...
You, sir, just came out of Fort...
I need some information.
If it's about anything you see...
expect at this camp?
Judging from Nisha's face, not something pretty. I feel like I'm driving a hearse.
Whatever you're thinking, it's 1,000 times worse. You're taking us to hell.
But aren't they called work camps?
More like prisons, where the primary goal is to break spirits and destroy free will. Their final products are submissive beings akin to farm animals, and their methods end up destroying some and brainwashing the others.
This Aurora Technomancer we search for must be hiding in plain sight. He'll be very discreet, so we'll have to look for someone normal. Almost too normal.
I hope we're able to free the other prisoners. We could help them get a fresh start in Noctis.
I know you want to sit with the cool kids, but my rover can only hold so many people. Sorry, can't take everyone.
If we can distract the guards, I can get Dandolo to send a rescue team. It wouldn't be the first time he's done that.
If Dandolo can bring the manpower, we can bring the diversion. We'll free them.
Words alone cannot express my hatred for this place.
I warned you.
You misunderstand, Zach. Coming back here free, armed, with my rights returned to me, it's priceless.
Traitor,
Thank you
get
for
up!
bringing me here. I can't tell you how much it means.
won't be able to force this lock. I need a key.
Unlock this gate, the prisoners can get out and hide while Dandolo sends them back up.
I'll take care of that then. More people we can get out of this hellhole, the better. Aisha?
Hi, Zach.
Can't go through here. Boris, how'd you get here? The hell happened to you?
Lieutenant, can't you tell your own work? You wanted to arrest me at any cost. Well, here's the cost. To me. What did you think they did to deserters and rebels, huh? Send them on vacation? Welcome to my hell. They like to get rough. I believe they smile. I'm just about done bleeding, though. You should have just killed me. Same result, just cleaner.
There. Not quite perfect yet, but you'll survive to flee. Again.
That was kind of you. Better already. What can I do for you now?
I'm looking for an old man. Old Technomancer from Aurora who should be here. Probably passes himself off as someone else now, though.
A Technomancer? Here? Sure, I would have heard about him if you were... Though, come to think of it, there is this old fella. Got scars all over his face, like all your kind seem to have. Works as a mechanic. Not sure if he's your man, but... if he ain't, then that's all I got.
Thanks, Boris. You better get going now. Nisha, are you alright? Hi, Nisha.
Hi, Zach.
Tell me more about the rehabilitation.
I don't really like to talk about it. When you get there, there are
What are those?
brainwashing. You're locked up in a dark room where they stream messages in a loop. Messages that you have to repeat, like mantras. If you make a mistake or fall asleep, they electrocute. You're watched. And if you show that you're unhappy with your fate, then hell really begins. And with it comes torture.
Hey, are you Professor Charles Seeker?
I am? And you? You are... What does a Technomancer want with...
Long story, Professor. Just know I'm a friend of Scott's. We looked for you in Ophir. Even got our hands on some of your notes, but,
My research notes? On Technomancers? How? I coded them to make sure those ASC thugs couldn't read them. Did you manage to read them?
I just gave him to Scott.
Oh, good. Good. I'm sure he deciphered them with no trouble. Scott's eccentric, I know, a little unstable even, especially since he lost his child. Even still, he is the greatest mind in abundance. A genius who's focused his research on people like you. Technomancers. I'm sure my notes, which I pray no one but you and Scott will see, will be a great service to him. I was able to prove nothing, really, but my work pointed to a high probability that the abilities of your kind stemmed from what Earthlings called gene therapy.
Not sure what that means, Professor.
Yes, of course. They modified genes to cure disease, provoked mutations, modifications that got passed on to offspring as well. Look, in theory, at least. A theory I will never get to test now, I'm afraid. Being held here. Well, I suppose it's better this way. Undeniably incredible research, but research that could also, unfortunately, lead to the enslavement of your kind. Cast you as just another mutation to be contained, you know? Afraid of what they don't know. And while I'm sure there was good intention in their creation of your mutation, no one can say what that reason is.
Can you keep this a secret, Professor?
My lips are sealed, now and forever. No one else will ever be privy to my research.
Thank you, Professor. Take care. Hello, I'm looking for someone. A rather old man.
What is the man doing in the camp?
He was locked up here because he was living away from corporations. He's a technomancer like me, but way older. And he comes from Aurora.
He is not sure, but he believes he recognized that the old man had the Aurora way of speaking. But he thinks that the man is mistaken because he is not a technomancer. He doesn't make lightning bolts. He is a mechanic, not a good mechanic.
Thank you very much for the information. Hello, I'm looking...
A man?
All right, I understand. I'm looking for an old man. He's from Aurora.
Well, you're looking for him in the wrong place. It's true that there's a guy with a funny way of speaking, but I can't believe that he's from Aurora. That sounds crazy.
Who is that man?
His name's George. An old guy, as you said, and the way he speaks sounds funny. Anyway, as if he were making fun of us with complicated words. He's a mechanic, though.
This could mean that he studied within the elite in a corporation that were a little... precious. Thank you. Hello, I'm looking for a man. A man in your age range. A technomancer.
A technomancer? Here? You must be mistaken, my boy. There is no technomancer here. The prisoners of war are sent elsewhere. Here we are taught to think like good citizens of abundance.
Hello, I'm looking for a man.
A technomancer.
Hello, I'm looking for a prisoner. An old man from Aurora. He's a former technomancer.
There are no technomancers here. He would be killed right away or sent to a camp as a prisoner of war. You're in the wrong camp. This here is a rehabilitation camp for deviants, dissenters. It's supposed to get us to think right again. Sorry, I don't see.
Maybe he hid what he was. He used to live far from the corporation. Maybe they mistook him for a deviant, an outcast. But he must have kept some of his mannerisms or accent from Aurora.
That could be George. I've always thought that he had a funny way of talking. He works as a mechanic. He really looks burned out. But the funny thing is, I once heard him say he was barely 50. You think he was at least 20 years older. He must have had a really bad life, worse than ours.
That could be him. Technomancy tends to age us faster. Thank you.
That's fucking amazing. And hilarious. Guy manages to hide who he really is, a fucking technomancer from Aurora, right under the noses of the worst assholes in Abundance's history. I don't like Aurora, but damn, they're all that fucking wily. I can fucking get how they beat us.
How old are you? 70?
50 years old, but I had a hard life. Unfortunately, that leaves its mark.
Like technomancy takes its toll as well.
I don't know what you mean. I don't know anything about technomancy. You should talk to someone else.
I've heard that mechanics isn't your forte. It's a good hideout, isn't it?
The person who told you that I'm not good is simply bad-mouthing me.
If you say so. But this doesn't explain the way you speak. Polished for a mechanic. Listen, let's cut to the chase. Just let me look at your temples and that'll be it.
You are the pain in the neck, you know that. Very well. I am the one you're looking for, and your relentless questioning puts me in jeopardy if the word gets out here.
I specifically came to this camp in order to find you. You brought back a dome lost in the sands, a tablet that I'm unable to translate.
It is written in the settlers' coded language, one they use for the important data. By all means, I can translate it, but this type of thing can take time, and I can't do it here.
Come with us to Noctis. I am sure that you'll find a place to stay.
Noctis.
The city of the merchants. It's an independent city. There you won't have to fear Aurora or abundance.
Well then, I'll follow you.
Let's go. I'm glad to leave this place.
Me too. I don't care where you take me. Anywhere is better than prison.
It stank like fucking death in there. I don't know what to say. I feel ashamed. I'm from Abundance. What they do to people in there... inhuman.
To think that even Ophir looks like a paradise after seeing such a place. I am grateful, however, for we managed to save a few souls.
You okay, Nisha?
No, not really. I don't want to talk about it right now.
I get that the place could have triggered some bad memories. I'm sorry, Nisha.
Hello. This is Patience, the Technomancer you told me about.
Ah, nice. Free of that shadow-forsaken labor camp. Must have been a living hell. A sincere pleasure to meet you.
Yes, nice to be free, but to be honest, I'm now stuck with no place to go. Can't and won't go back to Aurora. And Abundance was always so accommodating that I can imagine the hospitality if they had known about my talents. Damn the ASC. And ever since my little desert refuge has been discovered, it's become a tad less cozy. Here I am, no roof, no real belongings. Only thing I have is this guy here who won't leave me alone until I translate some ancient text for him.
Well, I can't help with Mr. Mancer's needs for a translator, but I can give you a roof. It's the Noctis way, for we say, give me your tired, your poor, your huddled masses yearning to breathe free. Welcome to your new home, Patience. There are some empty houses in the northern part of the city. I'm sure we can set you up there.
Thank you, and a sincere pleasure to meet you, Dandolo.
You, sir.
I always feel funny seeing the city from a distance.
That's because it looks like a big old beetle with its metal shell. Wait for a sandstorm, and you'll get to see the beetle fly. Who wants to stick around for a sandstorm? No? No takers?
I'm getting a bad taste in my mouth. I can almost smell my people's blood and sweat from here.
I've been spending my whole life sneaking in and out of this city. Getting sick of it.
As long as Vic the Dick is around, he'll be hunting for Zach, and we'll have to keep a low profile. But if it bothers you so much, I can drop you off here.
I don't want new friends. I'd rather change our destination.
Ophir's quite ominous from a distance, like a big black tick hanging above the canyon, sucking the life out of its citizens. Sorry, was that too dark?
Hey there, you the painter?
Yeah, that's me.
Pigment delivery.
You got everything I need, that's all I care about. Kinda surprised, though. Thought we'd seen the last of the deliveries from our little merchant friends, given what happened. Don't know how the hell you did it.
What are you talking about?
Hell, you don't know? Victor had a caravan stopped and every poor bastard in it tortured. Truth is, they ain't just rumors. Our informants never let us down before. You better be careful, Mancer. Really careful. Oh, one last thing. Keep the deliveries coming. And I know you want to know if I'm a painter, and those are really just pigments. Better you don't dig too deep, though. Safer for everyone.
If what she says is true, then there's a good chance that the ASC infiltrated Noctis. I'll have to find out who they are, and where they're hiding, so that we can feel safer.
Zach, whatever happens, you need to promise me Noctis won't fall into the hands of those scumbags.
We're gonna do what we can, and I'm sure Dandolo's not the type to ever lose a fight either, so...
Then we'll all fight together. I just hate knowing the ASC somehow wormed their way in here. It's just a dirty feeling, like knowing your home's infested with cockroaches or rats or something.
Hey, the mattress back. Hell,
One of our cases is stuck in limbo. You remember? The girls who were disappearing?
you trying to do a good thing in the hope of redeeming yourself?
It's not really what I had in mind. No. Actually, they're the ones who were sending me to obtain their freedom for good.
What a fucking traitor you are. This is the last time.
Mr. Mancer, the sight of your...
Looks like your dreams came true. Your men finally found a way into Noctis.
You don't seem happy about it. I take it old Dandolo got wind and put you on the case. Yeah, I was just thinking he'd been a little too apathetic lately. But give me some kudos, will you? With my men there, now I have access to the whole damn planet. This city's quite the wonder. And those merchants, sheer genius.
You want kudos, Anton? Maybe if your men killed a little less and thought a little more, then it would take Dandolo longer to discover who was behind the death of the merchant that refused protection. But now he knows, and he doesn't deal with threats to his people gently.
Sure. And I'm sure you made him pay for good old Dandolo. That's the game, though, isn't it? I play my part, they play theirs, and you play yours. So let's let bygones be bygones. What would you say if I sent a small group back to Noctis? I'd promise they'd keep a low profile. A foothold in Noctis grants an all-access pass to the corporations, and we'd just be shadows in the shade.
That's just not gonna work, Anton. I need Dandolo's help, and I won't get it if I let your men on his turf, even if they're quiet about it.
Fine, Mancer. Have it your way. You win, I'm out. Even though I'm not sure what it gains you. I'm not the only one in Noctis, and I'm pretty damn far from the most dangerous one to sneak in there. Victor's pretty entrenched in the notorious secret city. Who knows if my men could have helped you out at some point.
Don't think I'll need him. You think you're telling me something new? Victor's men aren't exactly discreet.
Good for you for learning the ropes. Keeping your ear to the ground. About time.
Yeah, guess I'm growing up. A few things I'd still like to find out, though. Like what and how your men managed to learn what they know about the city.
I'm not one to donate information, but it's a funny story, so I'll make an exception. You see, the Prince Merchant is a smart man, but not a wise one. He forgot one important thing. The city thrives on the backs of those who lack loyalties. And mercenaries lack, among many things, loyalty to anything but the serum. Serum that is doled out quite generously by the Colonel in exchange for their undivided attention to his needs. And soon, the Zealots taking refuge in Noctis conferred their loyalties to Victor based on the concocted dreams of a free pass into heaven for their services. A parade of idiocy from start to finish, one and all trading loyalties for their magic beans of choice. If you're looking to learn what the spies found out for the Colonel, I'm sorry to say I haven't a clue. But I do know I'd pay a tidy price to see the look on Dandolo's face right about now.
Guess we all have our little amusements. Thanks for the info.
I gotta go.
Then go.
Holy shit. We come all the way to Noctis and still can't get away from Victor. How the hell did he manage to make it here? I better figure out what the hell's going on and find his spies before it's the end of us.
You planning to tell that dick he can kiss his colonial dreams goodbye? Holy shit, if I ever deal with him again, it'd be too soon. He'd just die, even the fucking air in Ophir'd be cleaner for it.
Don't want trouble? Watch yourself.
road to Noctis.
Hush up. As we close in on the city, I'll have to dodge a shit ton of potholes made by the fuckload of traffic. So I'm gonna need absolute concentration.
When we get there, we should go say hello to Dandolo. He hates it when I don't stop by to peck him on the cheek.
I still like this city. It was the first human place where my brothers could roam free.
I didn't see many of you there, though.
So many memories over there. So many bad ones. The nostalgia of spending hundreds of hours in the unloading area, filling and emptying Marcello's sand sails. Is nostalgia the right word? Because past aside, it feels like home now.
He's dead. It's over. You're free now.
Thank you. You can't imagine how much better we feel now. You hear that, girls? We're gonna be able to live finally.
Zachariah, what can I do for you?
I'm looking for my friend Scott.
Might have joined the...
Just let me know if you...
My pleasure.
So I went out to see if there's any Vori in the city.
Can I put my mind at ease now?
They're out. Put your worries to rest. I really doubt Anton will send any more our way.
Fantastic. That is an enormous weight off my chest, Zachariah.
I got your merchandise to your client, but while I was there, she told me something troubling.
What's that?
Victor apparently stopped the caravan, tortured and killed its merchants, but he didn't kill them before they told him where Noctis is, and from what she heard, your city's about to be overrun by ASC.
That doesn't quite... All the caravans sent to Ophir have already returned. Strange. Knew we couldn't hide forever. We could try, but... Knew the ASC snakes would slither in at some point. Thank you for the heads up. I'll be sure to send a little something to my client in thanks, too.
I'm sure the ASC's in Noctis. Maybe they replaced the men in the caravan and snuck in the city like that. I'll look into it. If it's true, we need to find the bullshit merchant sooner rather than later.
Zachariah, do you hear yourself? Don't be so paranoid. I told you not to worry, didn't I? Now listen, if you find there's truth to it all, we'll act, and swiftly. But until then, they're just rumors, nothing more. I need another favor, Mr. Mancer. Seems looters have taken to attacking our caravans in the canyon leading to Ophir lately. They would have likely come down to the city in order to fence their spoils. They haven't. This makes me doubt that the thieves are free agents. Perhaps they're working under someone else's interests. But I'd like to have more than a suspicion, and I'd like it to stop. Set up a counter-ambush, catch the looters red-handed, make them talk.
Got a more specific plan?
Bean hatching one. You hide among the merchandise on board one of the caravans, belonging to a merchant I fully trust. When the attack hits...
Then I head back, get as rough as I need to until they tell us who's sending them, and who their mole in Noctis is.
Smart man.
I'll think about it. Hello, Phobos.
Hello, Zachar.
Hi, Nisha.
Hi, Zach.
Captain, good to see you. I found refuge in a city that doesn't belong to Abundance, if you can believe it. But it seems that Victor managed to infiltrate it. I know I'm asking a lot from you, but if you have any information on this...
We're talking about an act of aggression toward a foreign power, and what I'm telling you is akin to treason, Zachariah. It's almost sure that Victor is preparing an attack upon our refuge city, but not with our own troops. From what I was told, he has hired mercenaries and even embedded some of his men. The craziest part of the story is that he's preparing a war without an army, with the sole goal of capturing you. At this stage, that verges on psychosis. He's obsessed with you. Watch out. He's becoming more and more vicious. He won't stop at anything to capture you and your Technomancer colleagues.
Thank you, Captain.
Hello there, Zachariah. What do I...
I'm afraid that the ASC managed to infiltrate the city where I'm currently living. Thought that maybe you could help me. You seem to be up to date on what they do.
Victor, our nemesis. Very well. I'll tell you what I know. Victor got his hands on a commercial caravan, tortured its members in order to find out the location of their notorious secret city, the mysterious Noctis. He managed to send some of his men there. So take this with a grain of salt. But now I'm convinced Victor's got both mercenaries and religious dignitaries on ASC payroll there. Watch out, Zachariah.
Thank you, Bulgakov. I know the ASC's at Noctis, and I bet they got in pretending to be the crew of that caravan. They gotta be embedded in the population by now, hiding in plain sight. If they're pretending to be merchants among real merchants, that's not gonna fly too long. If they were smarter, they would have come in as refugees. Better start asking around. I'm sure folks aren't buying it.